Hey, I'm CJ from The Artist Murder, and I tried to scream.
Okay, cool. So you guys are from Australia, clearly. What would you say, in your opinion, is the biggest difference between the Australian music scene and the music scene in places like Europe, the United States, or anywhere else that you guys have ever toured?
I think the music scene, especially in Australia, is more local. Like you go to different kind of bands, hardcore shows, metal shows, death shows. You've always kind of got the same people always go to the vibes. Like there's always the same sort of people around at the shows. Where Europe and especially the States, you see so many different people. I know we're not from Europe or the States, but we've been to Europe a few times, and you always see new people. You see the old people as well. But it's just a massive variety of people come out.
Nice. So you guys put out your newest release entitled Hate, and I was doing all my research. I definitely think that's a pretty straightforward album title. Why did you just guys decide to go with that name for this particular album?
It was kind of funny. We recorded at the Machine Shop with Will Putney in New Jersey, New York, and I don't know, like we didn't know what to call it. We recorded like 80% of the record, and we were still going, what the fuck do we call the album? We didn't even have song titles. We had like stupid names for songs, and we never thought about it. And then one day we just smoked this crazy weed. I think it was like banana kush or something. And like our bass player and I think it was one of our guitarists, Marshy or something, we were at the front just having cigarettes blazed and fucking having breakfast, and we're being dickheads, and we're like, hate. Like, why don't we just call it that? Because we figured it summed up the record really well, and the vibe of it is really hateful and kind of epic in a sense, I guess. For sure. So we just kind of said, yeah, fuck it, let's just call it Hate.
Nice. Okay.
One word, simple, straight to the point, like you said.
Nice. So, who designed the album artwork? Because I have to say, it looks incredible, and it reminds me, especially because I just saw this the other day, it reminds me a lot of Pacific Rim, and kind of like that epic monster that just kind of...
That looks like a fucking rat movie.
Yeah.
I don't really know his name, but I think it's the guy that did all the Job for a Cowboy stuff.
Okay, cool.
I'm sure he's done a few other dudes as well, but the only band I can think of off the top of my head was Job for a Cowboy. I'm sorry I don't know your name, dude, but you're fucking good, and thank you.
For sure. No, it looked awesome. No, I kind of got that Job for a Cowboy like feel to it, where it's got that really epic like kind of monster style artwork to it.
Oh,
cool.
Yeah.
So what was the writing and recording process like for Hate in comparison to a process for The Adversary?
I think the biggest difference was we had a producer and a proper studio. The EP that the boys did it in like a local studio, Western Sydney.
Yeah.
Didn't really have any producer, just had an engineer mix it and master it and record it in a studio. The Adversary, we recorded it ourselves in a room, making a vocal booth out of room dividers and blankets. We got a guy to give it a master, and we mixed it ourselves at the time, so it was pretty average quality. But yeah, with Hate, we had Will Putney, like I said, from the Machine Shop. Amazing person, just an amazing human, but the most gifted engineer, producer, writer, recording artist that there is. He's just genius, and we went to him with a skeleton of the songs, and then he showed us how to, he didn't change too much, but how to change up riffs for different sections and bring out the best in the riff. He definitely brought out the best in me as a vocalist, so I think working with like a professional like Will in a professional studio is the major difference between what we've done with Hate, other than the previous stuff we've done.
Nice. So where would you say that as a vocalist you take lyrical inspiration from when you're coming up with like a song idea, or as you guys have a full song completed and you have to add the lyrics?
Well, we work a lot differently than other bands. I write a body of the lyrics, but everybody has a say on it.
Nice.
We got, you know, it's like brainstorming. We come up with ideas of stuff we want to sing about. Like our drummer Lee might go, oh, I want to sing about, you know, murdering some chick or whatever, and someone will, you know, one of our songs is about global warming, and people wouldn't pick that up. It's like a hidden message in the song, so people wouldn't realise that. They think it's about some kind of beast destroying the world, and I'm like, no, it's the fucking sun. And they're like, oh, okay, that's not brutal at all. I'm like, fuck off getting burned by the sun to death, man. It's pretty fucking brutal.
It's pretty brutal.
You know, so we write together, we write differently. I get inspiration from my friends, like the dudes in the band. Also, like, I don't know, it's weird to say Deftones and Poison the Well, Behemoth, Meshuggah,
Yeah.
Bands like that is what we really, especially like Deftones, Behemoth, Meshuggah, Decapitated as well. So, but I think we have our own kind of writing style, we have our own sound, just because we listen to so much different music. We're just not like your straight up metal guys. We're like just different weird dudes from Australia trying to be as heavy and brutal as possible.
Yeah. Do you guys listen to anything outside of metal? Because I know that some metal bands do that.
We listen to so much like 80s, 90s classics, Prince, fuck it. Cool. Oh man, Prince is a big one for us. The Police.
Okay.
We listen to a lot of like house, club, dance kind of music, a lot of hardcore, Buried Dead.
Cool.
So much stuff, man. So much weird shit people wouldn't even think about. Just stupid gay songs. We love it.
That's awesome. Fair enough. So the first single you guys released from Hate was Reign of Darkness. What was that song about, and what made you guys decide to gravitate towards that as the first single for this particular record?
Well, we kind of wrote that song with Will. Will wrote the majority of that, like lyrically. We wrote the song. Me and Will and our other guitarist Marshy worked really hard on the song, and it was just about being invincible, just being like there's I was picked on a lot when I was a kid, and I'm sure there's a lot of kids out there that are the same, and it's just about having that empowerment and just, on the evil sense, it's got the evil side to it, thinking that I'm Satan and I'm destroying the world, but people that don't meet me think I'm Satan. I'm not Satan, anybody, just letting you know, I'm a nice guy, I'm not Satan. But yeah, it's more of a self-empowerment thing, and you see it with the kids when the crowd sings the lyrics for Reign of Darkness with us every night, and you can just see like the passion and energy in people's eyes, like when they sing these lyrics with us. So it's it's just an empowering, evil, destroy everything kind of stuff.
Fair enough. So I asked this question to every artist that I interview. I'm very curious to get what your answer on this. What kind of message would you like fans to walk away with after listening to your music? If you have any kind of message you'd like for them to.
I don't really want to have a message at all. Some of our stuff is quite dark and quite evil.
Yeah.
And I don't want people to share the same views as us. If they want to, that's their own decision, but I don't want to push our beliefs on people, so I don't really talk about it too much. But mainly, like, the main message I would like people to have is to like look after each other. We've seen a lot of bad things happen in the pits over the years, like really bad things.
Yeah.
Death, everything. So just don't get hate moshed. Don't let people bring you down. Like, stand up for yourself. Be a man. Look after each other, and don't.
Cool. No, that's good. So then, this next question, I've been trying this out lately, but what does music mean to you?
Pretty much everything. Like, I've been in a band for 15 years, I've been singing for 20 years, been screaming for about 10, 15 years. It is everything, it's everything I've ever wanted to do. It's a real struggle. You sacrifice work, money, relationships, family, friends, everything. You're also running the risk of your safety by traveling long distances. Every band's the same. I'm no different. So you do run a massive risk on a lot of parts of your life. But it's something that, like myself and every other musician that's here today would say, they can't stop. It's like a drug. You just that feeling of being on stage. It's everything, and there'll be a day when I have to walk away and hang my mic up and not go back to the stage, but I'll still always produce music at home, just on a shitty fucking like on a good computer with shitty programs, and think I'm some producer, clubber dude, and I'll always listen to music, I'll always play guitar, and I'll probably get back into DJing one day. And everyone should be passionate about music. Doesn't matter what the style is. Music gets you through. Like Mitch Luker always says, music will get you through anything. And it's true. Like, music's there for the good times, there for the bad times, and all the times in between. So
yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So last question I got is, after the Summer Slaughter tour, what are the future plans for Thy Art Is Murder?
Well, we just come off a 5-week European tour in Russia. and a 10-day tour through Australia with cattle decapitation. We got 6 weeks here in America and Canada. Then we have a week off in LA, 10 days off in LA, a week in China touring.
Wow.
3 days off in Australia back at home, and then on the 3rd day we rise and do like a 2.5, 3 week tour across Australia with Parkway Drive. Then we have 6 weeks off.
Very nice.
And
awesome.
then we're coming back here.
Very cool. Awesome. Well, we're looking forward to having you back. Thank you so much for taking the time to do the interview.
Cheers. Thank you.